Hello, good morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are. It is Wednesday the 17th of December and we are trading Nasdaq. So, what are we gonna get today? Any news? I think tomorrow is CPI or something. CPI. So today, Wednesday, CPI on Thursday. So let's have a look what's happening. There we go, the weekly chart. Oh, we are just... Where it is? Where is it? So this is... let's see. We haven't reached the middle yet of that week. But this looks interesting. This can make some sort of a doji weekly candle. And here is the next weekly level. There's absolutely no problem of just continuing, since there's also a weekly here. Yeah, so that's that. I don't think we're gonna like blast immediately higher and basically make another engulfing. But look at this. Immediately an engulfing. Nothing's impossible. Or this one here. Bam. Like, tell me the difference between this candle, that candle, and that candle. Like, all three are in an uptrend, so therefore there shouldn't be a big difference. So yeah, it's all possible to take these highs. Yesterday on the daily, a nice little reversal candle, and all we did was we retouch a yellow candle on the daily. So today we can expect to match this candle. I don't see a problem doing that. So, but there are no daily levels here. All of this is massive liquidity, my goodness. It's gonna get there eventually, but it takes some days. So daily just bounced off yellow daily candle. Potential to pump up to lick. Yeah, this is no bueno. So we are bullish. What just happened? Just trying to log into my TradeZilla here, which conveniently kicked me out. Well, we are back here. So this is the daily. Since there are no daily levels, we'll just see it as some sort of a bottom formation here. Then the 4 hour. Here is a 4 hour. Easy peasy. Shouldn't go that much lower. Maybe there's some overlap with this here. But besides that, there's the next 4 hour. And yeah, basic market structure. Higher highs, higher lows. So these highs should be taken next. Fairly easy. On this front here, For look for continuation. So that's the 4 hour. And then the 1 hour. There we go. 1 hour is all of this. So 1 hour wise, we can still return here. And there is a nice target up there. Wouldn't mark out anything else besides that. Just can complete that move. Should it go any lower than that? Any lower than that would be naughty. Has it rejected from anything? Not that I see. There is also no volume level here. Previous day point of control hasn't reached that one. There's nothing that indicates that we would completely dump and take these lows. But of course we can bounce on this level with a long wick and then go. It's possible. After all, this is absolute key here. How would that look on the 4 hour? Just one massive long wick. Still continue. Previous the point of control. Below the Asia lows. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be funny. How funny would that be? If we take the Asia lows, because it hasn't hit the point of control. So whenever I think something like that happens, and then it happens, and then I'm not prepared for it, so let's just say we wait for down here. Okay. We just wait. Maybe 3 or 4 p.m. Would be a funny thing, no? Wouldn't it be funny to take all these lows and bounce on the big 1 hour yellow candle for further highs? That would be hilarious if it did that. And the market is open and we're going down. I'm so waiting for this down here. There's a 1 hour down here. Definitely some support here. So this is now VWAP. Let's see if this holds. So far, a nice VWAP bounce. Over 50 minutes has just turned bearish. So generally, when the 1 hour looks like this, there is no support here. So the only support is either here or the big yellow. And one of my rules is wait for price to come back to the last strong 1 hour level. So right now it's not at a strong level. The strong levels are here. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if we come down there? So, but what I don't like to do is, in a trend that goes like this, I don't want to trade that leg down. I want to wait for this to be finished, and then I trade the leg in direction of the market. So this is a no-no leg. This one is what I'm actually looking for. Oh, isn't that nice? How it respected this little wiggle. 4 hour. Oh, it makes a nice what? Bearish engulfing. So keep in mind we are waiting for down here, and then we're looking at setups. It would be great if we are forming a bottom around here. Where are we? This is the target. Which means we're just gonna sit here and wait for the next 20 minutes. So I expect to break the opening range to the downside, but then not for long, and then we're gonna break the opening range to the upside later on in the day. Would it make sense to print a bearish candle? No, the previous candle is quite nice. Previous day point of control is 261. this is a little over the block on the 15, but I don't like it. I want to go down to the gutters of the range. And I want a low to be formed exactly in this box here. Let's see if we get it. So, slowly getting into my area of interest. Actually down there, 227, also good. Can dip into the source here. 227, 227. So this 1 hour didn't do shit. This one didn't do shit. But we are getting there. And obviously in a bullish trend, in a bullish 1 hour trend, I wouldn't want to short down here. We're smack bang on this yellow demand zone. Let's see. Would be funny if we move all the way down here. That would be hilarious, because we haven't retouched the absolute lows here. And I'm not in a rush to long this. I will be in a rush to long this though. So this is very likely to turn around. But the best would be here, because you got all these lows to take. But this one is not so likely. I was waiting for this level yesterday. Didn't get there. So maybe today it does. So just don't be too early, okay? Don't be too early. So, big fat line so far provides a reaction. But I'm not rushing in a trade. I've been too early way too many times. This is still properly going lower. Even with this boner candle, I can just keep on going lower. It's also the timing. Can do another 10 minutes. I might give you some time still. I mean, at least 10 minutes. So we're back, and as we see, we have not breached the last yellow candle, so therefore it is more probable to still take the lows. Here is a good step. So this step would be our next level of interest, and we are approaching our target box. As I've mentioned earlier today. There's actually a good reaction here. And we have 4 more minutes. Obviously, this still stands. If we close higher than here, then, well, slowly we're looking mint for going higher. This, after all, is still our high probability area to turn around. The 5-minute is attempting a bullish engulfing, but if there's one thing that I've learned is wait for the bullish engulfing to be engulfing. And because here we are still nicely below the VWAP as well, but this has just changed market structure a bit. So it's looking better for a reversal. Just missed my box here. You do 5 minutes earlier. Anyways, the level is there. Timing is there. This is a very nice reaction so far. We are breaching candles. So 5 minutes. So we can take away that. This, my friend, is good. All we're looking for is a yellow candle, and funny, we could be taking this one and see if that trade would work out. But to be honest, I like it more if we take the lows once more with some nice steps. One more minute until the new 1 hour candle, and then it would basically mean this is the liquidity. Yes, this has broken a step, but only on the secondary attempt. I don't like the secondary attempts. Because this is more of a... yeah, you should have done this. So far that's good. Wick down all the way. Wick past these levels, cannot close lower than the levels. Brilliant. Just come down once more. Get rid of all the early longers. And well, what did I say? Get into my stupid box here. My box somewhere. Where was it? This? This would be fantastic for reversal. There's no close in the 8 EMA on the 5 minute. So the thing is, if you look from a 5 minute, this now has a step that it can break. All the way here it didn't have a step. So this retracement is crucial, and it's better to take the lows once more, because then you have something to break. And a 5 minute yellow candle would even be better. So that would mean one more wick down. So let's risk 500, which is with 5 contracts, something like, oh, 50 points. That's great. And well, so this is the 5 minute, reacting from there. But I think I've made it clear that I want the lows to be taken once more. Would be fantastic if we do that. Something like this, and new daily highs. After such a move down, it's generally you get quite some structure afterwards that you can trade. Right now, yeah, I could have traded the close here. If step broken, higher low, and the highs should be taken once more. So go ahead, break this high once more. Would be great. If not, this is already a good move. Just give me yellow candles on the way down that you can then break. Still haven't taken a trade, not in a rush. Looking for this reversal. Actually, let me turn on my alerts. Bearish engulfing once per bar close, just so that I don't miss out on a valuable bearish engulfings. There are the yellow candles appearing that we need for a trend change. So this would be a step. Keep in mind that we have some nice volume levels just below us. Okay, and we have now officially exceeded this. So in order to long this, we need to take this low, which would be which would be the previous 1 hour low, and then you break some sort of a yellow candle here. That is exactly what I want to see. And also great if the 15-minute prints a yellow candle here. That would be fantastic. So as you can see here, we're rejecting now. I'm somehow just interested in longs, not so much in shorts. So far all the EMAs are still red. Red, red, red. This actually just turned red. Not that great. But yeah, we're looking for some violent disrespect of a yellow candle so far. So this one didn't count because it's a 2-step and I don't trade those. This one, no one closed above. This one also not. What is this again? 228. 228. Some I don't even know. Monthly value or low. And 216 is the previous day value with this little wick here. Yeah. And liquidity with an order block. This is perfect for later. I'm not sure if my mouse is jumping or what's going on here. In the meantime, we can look at. You don't do that now. Come on. That's not what I'm looking for. What did I want to say? Yeah, yesterday's trades would have looked like this. So I always try to make an effort into backtesting the previous day. So here we had the same thing. Opening range low gets tested twice after a close above a yellow candle. You can trade the higher low, or you can trade the last yellow candle. 2.7 hour, 100 points. Then you come back down. Yeah. Why is my screen not moving? Moving now? No. Now we're moving. So the chat just told me the screen wasn't moving. So then, so let's do it again. And I'm monitoring price action over here on my trade 08 and on the 5 minute here. So now you see again what's going on. So take the lows, break the highs, trade the higher low, or wait for a violated yellow candle. This is a trade, or this is a trade. 100 points higher. Then we again get a retracement, violate a yellow candle, we trade the lowest, or we wait for the next opportunity, and again 3R, 100 points. Then we take the lows once more, we close violently higher, we have an order block at the lows, we trade the order block, 138 points, 5R. And then we're actually getting here a 5 minute, which is, yeah, let me first show this one here. Then because of all this 5 minute structure, we're getting a nice uptrend, and we can trade a continuation candle, which is the exact same setup here. We got it here, but there was no retest, so we get it here again, and voila, you get another, well, 120 point 7R. And then on the 5 minute it looked like this, where it's probably a bit messy here, but in this leg there is no yellow candle, in this one there is. So here you break the structure, here you retest the yellow candle, and then you get another nice structure point, which you can then trade either up to here, or, well, as you can see, it took the overall highs as well. That's all the trade setups of yesterday. So, and now we are still waiting for this to play out, take the lows. Bloody heck. Are we gonna get a reversal anywhere? We will see. At least that's what I'm waiting for. It is good to see that there's a 5 minute yellow candle appearing. Should it appear? Also a 15. And of course it could be that this is just gonna keep on lower and lower. Yeah, keep on going lower and lower. But I'm just trading yellow candles. Right now this is the latest yellow candle. And it is in fact a higher low. So the 5 minute is perfect now. This is brilliant, because now all we need is a closure above here. So the 5 minute and a 1 minute. But somehow when it goes sideways for so long, Nah, I need to stop that thought there. I was thinking the longer it takes, the higher the odds of we just keep on selling off. But then I would just look for down here. Obviously, that's what I said yesterday. I didn't get my 1 hour entry here. When was that downtrend day? Was it this one here? Yeah. This one still gave beautiful trades. One was the low, 330, which is in 8 minutes. After it closed higher, retouch, go. After it closed higher, retouch, go. Then after it closed higher, retouch, don't go. It only took those last highs. But here we had a little one. And here we had a bigger move. Yep. And then there was no more trades afterwards. So this just takes forever. But I'll have my eyes on. So something like this, where it pumps through all the EMAs, is good. And I would actually want to long this now, because now we've pumped through this level. And it prints a 5 minute. So I've longed it now. Reason being, well, we have hit the level that I was looking for, and now we have pumped through here with a candle that I like. So this is exactly the structure that I mentioned. We need a structure here that we can break, and it also broke this. So I put my stop loss below here. And I would let's see. Would that be the first one that actually doesn't work? And now we're going lower. Really? This is a bit messed up here. White, yellow, white, and another yellow. That is very rare, by the way. I would expect this to at least take this high once more. But well, we're trading probabilities, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So this construct here is very rare. I literally have my stop loss below here, because that is the last swing low. Yeah, that's it. So it should be if step broken, then higher low. That should be the rule. So now a little bit of a wobble and then higher again would be nice. And then you're looking at a 3R. We'll see. And then actually, do I really want to look at a 3R, or do I just want to be greedy and let it run the... well, I cannot let it run that far. So if I have 5, so 1,500 would be here. Well, just above opening range high. All this liquidity here. Why not? It is, after all, my key level. It's an opening range low fake out, which it does very often. Let's see if we go anywhere. Looks good. 25, 4, 6, 3. So far the 5-minute couldn't close lower, but it also... Could it close in the 8 EMA? No, but I expect it to do now. So this would be a clean 3R. Let's see, after it takes this, I mean, I don't see why it would continue dumping. This is the intent going higher, higher low, and we should be seeing something going higher now. Oh well. We're in for a ride here. Well, looks like we're gonna lose that one. But it's not lost until it is lost. And there we go. Naughty, naughty. This is actually exactly the setup. How come it failed? So we'll wait for the next one. So we can get rid of all these. Well, that usually means we are first gonna go lower before we go higher. So we're now at the next area of interest. This clearly didn't work, but it was a good setup. It closed higher 2 minutes above a yellow candle, but it didn't work. That's statistics. I hate it when it doesn't work. So we can get rid of these. This is a clear break through that. And well, wouldn't it be great? Where's the liquidity? Here. This one. This is, come on, you're not just reacting from this old 1 hour level going down to this 1 hour level. That is naughty. And are you really gonna just dump to the floor? How would that look? The same thing is here. Long wick up and then bearish engulfing. It's possible. Doesn't seem to react from anything. So now I would be a little bit more careful with longs. Now I want to at least grab that liquidity here. Very naughty move. Just from all green to all red. The thing is, if you break structure, then you should expect a higher low. Well, we got time. Generally, there is a trade every hour. And it's just this one that didn't work. So there we go. We are taking the lows, we're hitting other levels. So all we're waiting for is a close above yellow candles. That's all we do. Looking for some trapped shorts. Ah, this drops like a stone. Brilliant. Previous the lows. When you think it goes higher, it just dumps. No. So we're back. Yeah, a stop loss here makes very much sense before it just completely shits the bed. I think this has proven the power of a stop loss, and well, now we've taken previous day low, and all we do is we wait until we close above the yellow candle. And it should happen any minute now. Wow, this is just going down. So currently, this is what we're dealing with. This didn't do shit, this didn't do shit, this didn't do shit. Nothing. And you know, to be honest, I'll give it some time now. I don't take the first one. I've been too bloody early too many times. So only if this wee. But even then, here's an order block now. So this looks good. But wowzers, what a sell-off. On the other hand, it should have been clear because there is no 4-hour step. Instead, we reject the 4-hour candle. So it just does this. This is an old 4-hour, so a very nice place to turn around. Front run, but we'll see in 3 hours if we close below. Then you could say, well, this was a nice bear flag. This was a nice short. But it's just not how I trade. So, this is now a situation where I would have to wait for a little. So I'm just waiting for some 5-minute structure to be built. I wouldn't long into here. This is just the last order block, so why would I do anything here? The 5-minute doesn't have a step yet, so it's very low probability. And I also want the 50 to just catch up, and we may very well just keep going lower today. Should have shorted a long time ago, but I didn't. The hard part is trading when there's no trade. Let me repeat that. The hard part of trading is not to trade when there is no trade. I think that's how it sounds better. At least not under my rules. There is not really a trade. There are no more volume levels down here. What about here on the daily? I don't really trade such old daily volume levels. But yeah, we're here. There was a value area low, which is the same as here. 25.096, and yeah, you get a little bounce from it. Wow, just completely shits the bed. How much are we down? $460 points. Looks good. This is obviously a good order block to continue the trend. Oh, just before the loss was 60 points. Obviously, that's not very great. But it is what it is. And now we're just waiting. So this is printing our infamous bear bull. But I don't take it. I don't take it because there's no step here. It's a 5-minute bearish engulfing. Low odds that this actually works. So I continue waiting. So we keep on going lower because, well, here is no step to break. Here is also so far no step to break, so we're also not going any higher. So this would have been a nice 7.5 retest on the 50, on the 5-minute order block for continuation. Take the lows once more. So let's see, below here, do you wick down or do you close lower like here? Well, but the thing is, there is no step. No step means no bueno. And in the meantime, we just keep going lower and lower and lower, and all you can do is just mark out lower targets. This one, for example, it's just straight down here. Oh no, a 1 hour fair value gap. Is it 4? Yeah. It's not even 4 to 5 bounce. Generally between 4 o'clock and 5 you retrace. How come that's not the case today? So, oh, that's interesting. But no step here worth breaking. If so, it would have to convincingly close above here. Still not my setup. So, back again. Rejected from the 5-minute close. I'm just waiting for longs. I'm not really shorting. Not now after such a sell-off already. So far this looks good. It has taken the lows just with a wick, but we're not getting any trapped shorters. So here was one. So here we have gotten some trapped shorters. It provided a reaction, but not very far because it's quite early. Then here you got a bit of a better setup. But again, nothing for me to take because it's all the way to 2.7. Could have taken it. Similar to that one. But I'm just waiting for something that looks a bit cleaner. So far the 5 minutes is it is slowing down, yes, but if this wants to turn around for anywhere, now we get a little reaction here. I have my alerts on for yellow candles. So yeah, here we can see a bit of a rounded bottom. But you literally just continue. So still not above here. So, are we getting something going here? Hasn't taken the lows, so which makes this a high or low? Doing something like that. Well, here we have a 5-minute level, which is this. So far we're still in a downtrend. Madness. Don't interrupt a chart from going down, huh?